When it comes to supplements, there's so much hype about their potential benefits that it can be difficult to separate myth from facts. Hello and welcome back. It's Dr. Ruth here again. Today I'll be talking about commonly abused supplements and their adverse effects. In a previous video, I had talked about the adverse effects of supplements, using them indiscriminately when they are not needed. I am not against the use of supplements, but its abuse. So, a study published in the New England Journal of Medicine found that adverse effect of supplements was responsible for about 23,000 emergency department visits yearly, which is ironic for something that is meant to improve health, yet having so many downsides that are not usually talked about. So, first on my list of commonly abused dietary supplements is vitamin C. A lot of people take vitamin C. One, it is sweet, and secondly, it is thought to be harmless. I mean, what harm can vitamin C bring? So, vitamin C is commonly gotten from citrus fruits. It can also be gotten from other fruits such as pineapple, watermelon. You can get vitamin C from berries, from vegetables, from tomatoes and potatoes. Now, vitamin C is important for general immune function of the body. It also plays a crucial role in wound healing. It's also important in brain and bone function, and it's also known to help in the absorption of iron. But recently, people take vitamin C for a glowing skin. Basically, there's even the topical vitamin C's that are being applied, like vitamin C serum, but people actually ingest vitamin C for skin health. So, vitamin C is a water soluble vitamin, and so, well, as much as you take, it gets excreted. It's soluble in water, so it gets excreted from the body through the kidneys. But taking excessive amount of it actually has adverse effects, from mild effects such as GI disturbances, causing abdominal pain, diarrhea, vomiting. It can also result in severe effects such as iron overload. I said earlier that it helps in iron absorption. So imagine taking so much of it, it will bind to him and it will cause excessive iron uptake and it will lead to iron overload. And because it is excreted via the kidneys, excessive amount, taking it in very high doses, can eventually cause kidney stones, which we know that kidney stones in the long run, when not properly taken care of, can result in long-term renal damage. And second on my list is magnesium glycinate, or magnesium. So I read recently in different posts that people have made that how magnesium is very good for good sleep. So I've seen posts where they talk about once you are 30 plus or you are 40 plus, you just need to incorporate magnesium supplements. They talk about how it's good for good sleep, for relaxation, and as important as all of those are, again, my point still goes down to the fact that these things are gotten from your daily diet. And when you decide to take supplements, meaning you are taking more than your body requires, and that is where the harm lies. So I'm not counteracting whatever these effects are of magnesium, but the point is taking excessive magnesium. So magnesium is gotten from sources such as green leafy vegetables, the popular spinach. You can get magnesium from that, from nuts and seeds. You get magnesium from chia seeds, from sesame seeds. Also, you get magnesium from fish, beans. You can get it from bananas and berries. So magnesium is essential for blood pressure control, muscle and nerve function, healthy bones, and it's also said to relieve anxiety. So you can see that it is important to take magnesium, but people that will benefit from magnesium supplements are people who have deficiency in magnesium for one reason or the other, which I had mentioned in my previous video, why people will have deficiencies in these dietary supplements. The adverse effects seen in excessive intake of magnesium will be muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, low blood pressure, that's hypotension, and in severe cases, a cardiac arrest. And the third of the abused supplements on my list is vitamin D. And vitamin D is quite popular because some people cannot get vitamin D from sunlight as others. So vitamin D, our body synthesizes vitamin D basically from sunlight. So you hear that you should stay out in the early morning sun to get vitamin D, not the hot sun, because that will cause damage to your skin and whatnot. So the early morning sun, good for vitamin D. So vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption. So in healthy people, high doses of vitamin D, that is besides the vitamin D you get from your normal diet, taking supplements now increases the amount of vitamin D in the body. In healthy people, high doses of vitamin D can cause excessive calcium absorption, which will result in muscle pain, kidney stones, and subsequently kidney damage. Also, it may increase the risk of heart attack and a stroke. Next on my list is calcium. Calcium, which is good for strong bones and teeth. It also helps in muscle contraction and relaxation, as well as blood clotting. Can be gotten from sources such as milk, yogurt, cheese, green leafy vegetables, and fish such as sardine and salmon. The adverse effects of excessive calcium intake range from gastrointestinal disturbances such as abdominal pain, vomiting, constipation. It can also result in kidney stones, bone ache, muscle ache, fatigue, lethargy, abnormal heart rhythms, and palpitations. Last but not the least on my list is iron supplements. So there are basically two forms of iron, the heme iron and the non-heme iron. Now the heme iron is gotten from animal sources such as red meat, poultry, and seafood, whereas non-heme iron is gotten from plant sources such as green leafy vegetables. Example is spinach, legumes such as the black beans, the soya beans, fortified fruits such as cereals, nuts and seeds such as cashew nuts, and also dried fruits. Iron is important for red blood cell production. It is also a key component in hemoglobin, which helps to carry oxygen around the body. It is important for neurological and cognitive functions. It's also important for enzyme activity, essential for hormone synthesis and immune functions. The adverse effect of excessive iron intake ranges from mild GI symptoms such as diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, to severe effects such as organ damage. Organs affected are the liver, the heart, and the pancreas. These are few I have noticed are commonly being abused, but if you have more, you can put them down in the comment section. Let's talk about them and see what the adverse effects are. Ensure to take your supplements based on your doctor's prescriptions and directions to prevent these adverse effects we've spoken about and to prevent irreversible damage to your organs and subsequently a short life. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.